Hey everyone, today I will share with you how you can program the force sensor on the virtual spike robot. In the wait until and sensors unit, you can go to the move until pressed lesson page, and we can start with the first virtual activity. So here we are going to learn how you can program the robot to move forward and wait until the force sensor is pressed and then stop. So starting with step one, I'm going to drag a start moving forward block. Step two is to add a wait until block. Step three is to add the force sensor block. And I'll put this inside of my wait until block. And then step four, add a stop moving block. I'll run the program. And I'm going to watch my force sensor reading down here so that whenever it moves forward, this should change whenever the sensor is pressed. So the robot moves forward. When the sensor is pressed, the robot stops. Continuing on the page, you can go to the next activity, which is a try it to change the starting point. So in this one, you are going to run the same program, but this time the robot is starting farther away from the cube. And then you can complete this try it, which is to program the arm to spin down until the arm presses into the force sensor. And this is a did you know about how the force sensor works. So basically, the force sensor reads in newtons, which is a unit of measurement that measures the amount of force that is being applied. So it can detect from 0 to 10 newtons, 0 being no force and 10 being the maximum force applied. You can program the force sensor under 3 different settings. Pressed, which is 1 to 10 newtons, hard pressed, which is 5 to 10 newtons, and released, which is 0 newtons. And so you can test out the hard pressed setting in this try it, but for the robot to detect anything 5 newtons or above, you'll need to increase the speed to 100%. And then you can do this try it. So in this try it, you can test the released setting. You can push the box forward until it falls off the edge of the table. So as it's pushing the box forward, the force sensor is being pressed. When the cube falls off the edge of the table, the force sensor will be released, and then the robot will stop. This is a did you know about operators. You can specify the amount of force you want the robot to detect if you don't want to use pressed, hard pressed, or released. And this brings us to the vacuum mini challenge. You are going to program the robot to drive forward and have the force sensor press each of the 4 walls on the table. So you can drive forward, wait until the force sensor is pressed, turn and drive forward again, wait until pressed, turn and drive forward, and so on. And then finally, we get to the end challenge, exploring a disaster site. You are supposed to navigate to the finish area using any of your sensors. So you can drive forward here until pressed or using the distance sensor. You can use the color sensor to detect the red or green areas. Use the force sensor to push the boxes. So you have options as to what sensors you can use at this challenge. Then you can download the pseudocoding table and upload it here to help plan for your program for this challenge. And that is a wrap for the Wait Until and Sensors unit. If you have any questions, you can email me at qa@cs2n.org. Bye, everyone.